Hello and welcome to Garba Games, and we are playing Star Wars: A Bond Unbroken. Hello and welcome. We are playing Star Wars: A Bond Unbroken, which is our new Fantasy Flight Force and Destiny game, as you can see here. I am John, and I'm the GM, and to my left is...
Hi, I'm Colin. I am playing Eglantine, the, what was it?
Togruta.
Togruta. That's the one. Where's the camera? There you are. The Togruta, Guardian specialist in Ceresu with a side order of Force Healing.
Ooh.
I am Leon, and I'm playing Tamai Kaizu. I am a consular, human female.
Hi, I am Roger. I am playing Dogel Rawn, the human sentinel Shien.
Hi, I'm Liam. I will be playing Tal, the Keldor Pathfinder.
Nice. So the first thing we have to do, and we have to do this at the start of every session, is to roll our Destiny pool. Now, the Destiny dice are used during the game to change certain aspects. I can use them for evil, and you guys can use them for good. Every time you use a Destiny point, it will flip on the screen there from good to evil, or evil to good, depending on which way we use them. And we can do that to influence dice. So if you want to try and get an advantage on a roll, you can spend a Destiny point, but that will give me one to spend against you. So if everyone rolls this Force dice, and tell me if you got a white or a black.
White.
White.
Black.
So can we have 3 whites and a black on screen? Oh, I can't.
Right side points.
There we go. So you can now spend those to flip certain results into certain things when we start the game.
Boost your dice and stuff.
Okay, without further ado, it's time to light our lightsabers and jump to hyperspace as we play A Bond Unbroken. So we start in the orbit around Coruscant, the main capital of the Republic, and a small vessel detaches itself from the orbit and heads off into space. This vessel is currently carrying U4. Now, you're all Jedi Padawans, you're around early 20s, and you've known each other since the start of the Clone Wars 3 years ago. Through various happenstances, you all came together as a unit, because as the wars progressed and more knights have been called away to the front, they have less time to train Padawans. So you've been put in a small sort of class and are being trained by different masters at the temple and going off planets at certain amounts of times. But this is your first mission on your own, as it were. And you're taking this mission on the behest of Sin Draleg, who is a Jedi Master at the temple. And this is one of your final missions before you take the official Jedi trials to become knights. So this is really kind of the first day out for the 4 of you. So you've been sent on a mission to the outer rim planet of Taris. Now, Taris used to be a metropolis world. It used to be a city-wide planet, but thousands of years ago it was destroyed by the Sith during a galactic war between the then Republic and the Sith. It's been rebuilt over the last millennium, but it is a shadow of what it was. The senator there, a lady called Kin Rob, she has contacted the Jedi Council to tell them that they have found an artifact, something to do with the Force in the ruins of the old city. And you guys have been sent to the planet to retrieve the artifact. So leaving Coruscant, you start flying out into space. And it's not long before you see in front of you quite a large ship. It's not as large as your conventional Star Destroyer. This is an Arquentins class Star Destroyer, basically a smaller version of frigate class of Star Destroyer. It's called the Vanguard, and it's been fighting around the planet of Felucia during the Clone Wars and has recently returned. And as you fly in, you can see there's a lot of damage to the ship, a lot of laser scarring, a few decks have been blasted out. It's really fresh from the fight. This is a war vessel. You pull in to the main hangar and land down, and the doors open and you step out into the Vanguard. And of course, you've never been on a Star Destroyer first, you've never been on an active warship. And there's lots of activity, lots of people running around. But the most prominent thing you see is a unit of 5 troopers, clone troopers in white armour, standing in front of you. And one of them steps forward and says, "Master Jedi, my name is Sergeant Knox. It's a pleasure to meet you."
Sergeant?
Lead on.
I've been assigned to be your escort for this mission. If you'd like to follow me, I'll take you up to see the captain. May I present Raptor Squad? This is Nines, Blowout, Dodger, Vector and Blitz. We've come fresh from the fight in Felucia, but we are ready to hit the ground and take the fight to the clankers again. If you'd like to follow me, I'll take you up to meet the captain. And thus, he leads you with his 5 clone troopers through the Vanguard. Again, you see the signs of battle damage. It's a very active ship, lots of people running around. Not many clones on board. These seem to be the only clone troopers around, when the only other armed personnel you see are the kind of Navy and guards who are on the ship. And he takes you up to the bridge of the Vanguard. The bridge opens up. It's a standard Imperial bridge, so it's got the long central platform with 2 lower down
Imperial?
trenches.
Are you getting ahead of yourself a little bit?
Republic. So Star Destroyer. And there's a lot of activity down in the trenches. That's where all the consoles are. And then there's the main command bridge. And a man in Republic Navy uniform is standing there. And he turns and looks you up and down. He's about 40 years old and has the rank of captain on his pin badges. Master Jedi, I'm glad to see you arrive safely, though to be honest I was expecting someone a bit older. You have full use of the Vanguard in the mission and have been told that Sergeant Knox and Raptor Squad will escort you down in a gunship. But we're not expecting too much trouble. Taris is on the edge of the system, and as yet the Separatists have shown no interest in the planet. Due to the size of the population, their contribution to this war effort has been minimal, and the planet holds nothing in the way of strategic value apart from old ruins. Do you have any questions about this mission?
When was the last contact we had with Taris?
The last contact was at least a week ago.
And no reported activity at the time?
Nothing around Taris, no. The closest action to Taris was Felucia, which is where we have just come from. That's why we've been assigned to take you back that way. But as I said, Taris has very little in strategic value. We're not expecting a fight.
Excellent. It's nice to avoid one.
If there's nothing else, you have the full run of the ship. It will take us a few days to get to Taris via hyperspace relay. I warn you, we did take a slight ding on Felucia, and the hyperspace relay has been acting up, so I'm not expecting a smooth flight. We may have to drop out of hyperspace several times before we get to the planet. I'll inform you as soon as we arrive in the Taris system. He nods at you, and then gestures for you to leave. Now, you have the full run of the Vanguard. Is there anything in particular you want to do on ship before we reach Taris?
I want to go into the archive and read up on Taris.
Okay, roll a knowledge. It's Outer Rim. So, that is intelligence. What's your intelligence?
2.
2, so 2 green dice. And do you have Outer Rim?
No.
No, so it's just 2 dice. It's an average test, so 2 of the purple dice. And what did we get?
I got 2 successes and 2 threat.
So yes, you read up a bit about Taris. There's not a lot in the archives. Basically, most of it is centered around the rebuilding period, so about 1,000 years ago when the Republic resettled Taris, during the last galactic war between the Sith Empire and the Galactic Republic. There's nothing in particular interesting. A lot of land disputes on Taris between natives and people returning after the planet was destroyed. A more recent history, Senator Kin Rob used to be part of a group of neutral planets who wanted to stay neutral during the Clone Wars, along with places like Mandalore and things like that. But they eventually, as most of the planets were pulled into the Clone Wars, mainly because the Separatists attacked them. So, not Taris, but they were holding a peace conference and the Separatists attacked the peace conference. And ever since then, they've been part of the war. And when I say part of the war, a very small part of the war. Taris is not a heavily populated place. Really, it's only lip service, and every now and again, a Republic ship can dock at Taris. There's not much there. There's not really much of a dry dock or anything, so you can't repair the ships that was there. It really has no strategic value apart from a load of old ruins. And that's all you find out, really, in the archives. Does anyone else want to do anything on the Vanguard while we wait?
Can I go and see if I can learn anything or do any navigation things. Oh, I'm curious about the ship. I just want to find out about
Curious
flying
about
a Star Destroyer.
Oh,
Not to fly it.
I mean, you could
to
spend
help
some
with the
time.
navigation or something like
You
that.
can. I mean, Taris is on a very active hyperspace route between Coruscant and the Outer Rim, so you can go out from Coruscant to Orb Mantell, which is another pretty densely populated republic, and then from there you have, in quite a small space of the galaxy, places like Dantooine, Felucia, Mandalore, which is probably one of the biggest worlds around that area. So they're all pretty solid Republic territory, apart from Felucia, which is on the front line of the Clone War. So there is a lot of fighting going on in Felucia. Mandalore has recently had sort of a mini uprising by a group called Death Watch, who tried to take over the planet. That didn't work out for them. Apart from that, nothing's really gone on during the Clone Wars in that area.
Like navigating it rather than.
How to
Like, can I help them to navigate in some way, or to basically
roll in navigation check.
maybe on the basis of that, but not mostly. I'm interested in learning rather than actually helping.
Yeah, go for a pilot. Not pilot in space. We need more an intelligent roll. So go
I have astrogation.
Yeah, go with that. So what do you have?
I have 1 rank of astrogation.
And what's its main stat?
2 intellect.
So take 1 green dice and 1 yellow dice. It's going to be an average roll, so 2 purple dice. And let's see what you get. So, what did you get?
2 successes.
Yeah.
And 2.
So
If people don't know, the Star Wars
So you-
games have quite
that's
funny
a failure,
dice. So there's a lot of
counts as
cancelling
one of
out.
them, so that does that. So that is what you end up with. So it's 1 success,
1
and
success
2 threat.
and 2 threats. So threats are sort of
Disadvantage.
not
yeah.
like outright failures, but slight disadvantages.
Something didn't quite go to plan.
So they do try to take you through the main systems of operating a Star Destroyer, and you do pick up a little bit, but it's quite long and intricate, and you get a little bit confused. You think in a pinch you could probably explain how to make it go into hyperspace, but you couldn't pilot it on your own in any mean of the way. But yes, you do find out a little bit of how to fly a Star Destroyer, but you'll mainly come away from the all... you feel like they're humouring you a little bit.
I ask a lot of questions, but get in the way of it.
Yes, exactly. Anything else? Do you want to
I
do
would like to spend some time with Raptor Squad,
Yep.
I'm going to follow you for that as well.
because if they're going to be providing us cover, I want to be able to work with them effectively.
Okay, so
we're
you
not getting
find
each
Raptor
other's
Squad.
way.
They are actually in the hangar bay with their LAAT, their low altitude assault transport. It's those clone trooper gunships you see in the films with the 2 pods. They're speccing that and getting it ready. It's been in a fight on Felucia, so it took some beating, and they've been basically respecking it. And as you come over, one of the clones come up to you and goes, Master Jedi, my name is Nines. I am Clone Trooper 999999. It's been an honour. I haven't fought with Jedi before. I'm very excited. I hope we don't get in the way too much. He's only come out of Camino a couple of months ago. How can we help, Jedi?
I was hoping to spend a bit of time with you, get to know how you operate, and make sure we can work together properly.
Well, we're no
Don't want
commander
us getting in
unit,
each other's way.
but we're normally on the front lines. But we have done a few covert missions before. I've worked with several Jedi Masters in the past. But we're hoping this won't be too much action. As I say, Nines has recently replaced some of our lost members, and we're not a full-strength clone trooper squad. But I'm sure with 4 active Jedi, there's not much we can take down. But I saw if you want to spend some time in the training room, we can go through a few drills. You can maybe
Sounds
show
like
us
a
a
good
few
plan.
things, and we can show you a few things.
That sounds good.
Cool. So you'll spend the rest of your time training with Raptor Squad, and you guys
That's
can join in. Raptor Squad, they're pretty... Nox especially knows what he's doing. He's... all clones look the same, but they have certain differences. Like, Nox has a quite close-shaved head. Some of them have hair. Nox especially is very heavily scarred. He's been fighting this war since probably the beginning. And he may tell you a few stories about the Clone Wars, Battle of Geonosia and things like that. Blowout is the heavy. He has the assault rotary cannon. The rest of them are armed with blaster rifles and vibroblade knives. And you do some knife drills and maybe some deflecting drills as well with the lightsabers. Dodger, Vector, and Blitz are all standard clone troopers. There's nothing really special about them being clones. But yeah, and they're all pretty nice. They're all very respectful of you. They've fought with Jedi for the most part, apart from Nines. They've all fought with Jedi before. Vector seems to be the more technical aspect sort of one, so he's very good with computers and stuff like that. And Blitz seems to be more of a second in command. But yeah, after a few days, you'll get the radio call down from the Captain Ventor, who tells you that you are arriving in a Taris system. He pulls into low orbit just above Taris City, and you guys all bundle into the LA-80 to take the transport down. So, you start approaching Taris City. You break through the atmosphere into the clouds, and it's raining quite heavily. The city in front of you is obfuscated in sort of rain clouds and heavy rain. And Nox gets a chime on his communicator that you all hear. Welcome to Taris City. Can you please state your known designation and intent for the city? Nox replies. They put in their command code and things like that. Command code accepted. You are given landing permission to reside in the Senator's residence. If you follow the markers on your screens, you will be landing shortly, and welcome to Taris. Well, it seems like a pretty warm welcome. But I don't trust these automated systems. They never can quite go right, so I'm going to take us in via the manual controls. And they start going towards this big cleaver-shaped skyscraper. It's full of lights, and it's very straight on one end and then got a curve, almost like a cleaver. And this is the Senator's residence on Taris. The rest of the city is all quite lower down, with some high-rises. And out from the city, you can see it gets quite slummy in the end. But everyone roll a perception check with a hard rating, so 3 purple dice.
3 of them, and my perception is based on cunning, so I get that. Ooh. That's a pretty good but interesting roll.
So I got 2 successes
and 3
threats.
Oh, right, okay.
Ooh! Triumph and an advantage.
Cool. 3 successes, 3 success ones, a triumph and an advantage. So...
And a load of threats.
And a load of threats. But there's not much threatening about this place, I'm afraid.
Paranoid.
As you approach the Senator's Tower, the people who got 3 successes, you notice that there is not a lot of air traffic. Normally in a city like this, there'd be lots of cars going to and from buildings. You can't see any of that. And you especially, there's also no foot traffic on the walkways interlinking the towers. There's no one on the
So when you say
Can
lots
anyone
of
see
air traffic, is there any?
Anyone?
Not really. There's not from what you can see. It doesn't look like the city is active at all. There's lots of lights on in buildings, but there's nothing in the street level.
Sergeant, the city looks deserted. Approach with caution.
Deserted? What do you mean?
There's
No speeders.
I don't see
no
anyone.
On foot, nothing.
Vector is messing around with her computer. He goes, I'm reading no traffic at all, Sergeant. There's nothing on the ground, nothing in the air. Right. This doesn't seem good. I'm going to try and raise the Senator's Tower again. You are through to Taris Senator Security. How may I help you? And he indicates for you guys to speak. You're the speaker.
I am the speaker. Tower, we're not seeing a lot of traffic anywhere. Is something going on today? Should we be flying in the zone?
Taris is currently under military curfew for the foreseeable future by the order of the Senator's office. We apologise for any inconvenience.
And we're approaching the Senator's residence, right?
You are.
Is it an automated thing
Yeah,
that
this
we're
is
getting?
very much an automated voice.
Could you put us through to a handler, please?
I'm afraid no handlers are currently available.
And I kind of give the signal.
They turn it off. Well, that doesn't sound suspicious.
My thoughts exactly.
Doesn't it?
Right.
Well, this may be a trap, but I say we spring it.
The problem is we didn't see any ships coming in. No droid control ship. No signs of landings. You'd think if the Separatists had attacked the city, there would be more
There'd be battle damage.
damage.
Can you alert the captain?
Oh, I can try, but we may get some interference due to the rainstorm. What is your plan when we get into the building?
We'll investigate.
Should we land
Attempt to
somewhere
locate.
else?
Attempt to locate the senator, I suppose.
We will probably stay with the ship just in case.
It'd be good to have an exit.
That's a good idea.
Okay. Right, we're coming in now. We shouldn't be too long. If you like to strap in. So he flies into this little hangar bay with one of the shield doors. It's about halfway up the tower. And you pull him for a landing, and again, there's no one around. The doors slide open on the LAAT, and you jump out. As you jump out, a door opens at the front of the hangar, and a protocol droid starts waddling towards you in that very waddly way.
Like the very C-3PO man.
Good luck, Master Jedi. We'll be here, and we'll keep an eye on the ship. Lock and load, boys! And they all start getting out blaster rifles. And
Any problems, let us know.
Oh, we'll keep the comms open. He puts his helmet on as well. Greetings, Master Jedi. My name is I5TO, Human Cyborg Relations, and aide to Senator Kim Robb. If it pleases you, I will escort you to Her Eminence's chambers.
Please do.
And he starts waddling off.
Okay.
You start following. Everyone take another perception check.
What's the
Difficulty?
Sorry? Easy. So that would be one purple dice.
That.
3 success, 2 threat.
One success, 2 advantage.
1 success.
3 success, 2 advantage.
So
Nice.
you all pretty much notice that there's no one in this building either. There's no one at desks, apart from a few mouse droids, a few cleaning droids, a few other protocol droids wandering around. There isn't much here.
I5.
Yes, Master Jedi?
Where is everybody?
We are currently on military lockdown, sir. I'm sorry for the sorry for the inconvenience.
That doesn't quite answer the question. Where is everybody?
Everyone has been told to stay in their habitation units for the foreseeable future.
Why?
Oh, I'm afraid I'm not authorised to know military matters, but the order has come from the Senator's office.
How long has the lockdown been in effect?
The military curfew has been in effect for precisely 48 hours.
When you say the Senator's office, was it from the Senator?
Only she could authorise such a lockdown. I'm sure she can explain once we see her. If you'd like to follow me, drinks will be available shortly.
Did she personally send you?
I did speak to the Senator not a couple of hours ago.
Face to face.
Indeed. I am currently the Senator's aide, so I see to her day-to-day meetings and schedules.
Does the Senator have
I
any other
also
guests?
speak over 1,000 different languages.
Only 1,000.
That is quite a lot.
Does the Senator have any other visitors?
I don't believe so. I can check her official schedule. There are currently no foreign dignitaries on Taris.
Okay. Well, aside from following this thing to meet the senator, I don't have any better plans at the moment than
No.
see what's at the other end of this trap.
So you go through a few turbo lifts, a few escalators, and eventually come to a long corridor with a set of huge blast doors at the
Trying
end.
to keep track of the route.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to keep track of. You know, kind of in your brain, you went up, down, across. It's basically a straight up to near the penthouse levels.
Cool.
There's artwork aligning the walls towards the corridors, pictures of Taris's past, busts of former senators. It's all very classy. You get to the blast doors, which open, revealing the senator's main office. It's very large. Two doors to your... a door to your left, a door to your right, as well as the door you come through. This is the main door, though. This is the big blast doors. There's a big Durasteel and wood desk on the other side and a big high-back chair facing away from you, and you can quite see someone is sitting in the chair. May I present Senator Kinrod of the Taris system? Senator, you have visitors? Nothing.
Okay.
Someone got 4 cents before one of us just wanders over there and pokes the chair.
Does anyone have 4 cents? I had to change it, so Disney don't say that.
I do not.
No one can use the Force to sense things. Oh well.
I'm going to walk over.
Okay.
You walk over, and you have to spin the chair around to
Reveal a dead body.
reveal. And of course, what you see is a very well-dressed Republic senator with a neat blaster hole in her head. Oh my goodness! Says I5TO. With that, the HoloNet on her desk lights up, and standing there is quite a man in his 50s, big bushy moustache, and he is wearing a dark grey uniform with a grey cap and the Separatist badge on his sleeve. Master Jedi, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Captain Maynard Vard. I knew Jedi Council would send someone when we intercepted the message about the relic, but I thought it would be someone older. I'm sure you guess now that the relic is in hands of the Separatist Intelligence Agency. We intercepted the late Senator's message and were given clearance to take this world for the Separatist Council. The planet is now under my control. My forces are spread out within the city, and there is no escape.
That's funny. I thought someone that worked in intelligence would have some more.
Your wit is noted, but it will not save you. By now my ships are moving to engage yours in orbit. Your clone troopers have been captured or killed, and of course, your delay here has given my troops enough time to surround you. Both sets of doors open, and a squad of 10 B-1 battle droids comes in. Rider. Goodbye, Master Jedi.
Lightsabers coming out.
Roll initiative.
Yeah.
So initiative is done either on cool or vigilance. We're doing it on cool because you know that.
Let's face it, we knew this was coming.
So roll your cool, which is perception and cool.
What? Do you mean presence and cool?
Cool is... Oh, yeah, present and perception. It says PR, and I automatically think that's perception.
Oh.
And I'll do it on the older droids.
I got 3.
What was the difficulty?
4 and 2 dice.
You don't roll difficulty.
I had 2 yellows and a green die, and I got all blanks.
Wow, I got 3 on 2 green.
I got 4 on a
we
yellow
have-
and a green.
I was not expecting any kind of conflict, I'll be honest.
Oh no, conflict! Jump
Wait,
out the
did you
window.
guys know this was going to be a trap?
Fortunately, the 2 people with all the lightsaber skills went...
That's why you guys have got the lightsaber skills.
Togo Ron, what did you get?
3.
And Tau? Or is it Tau?
Yeah.
2. And Tortuga, even though that's not your name. What's your name?
Tomoe.
Tomoe.
0.
And you're the one that's supposed to be really good at this.
Yes.
Yes, I
And
am.
what did you get?
4 successes.
4
You're
successes.
too busy being charming.
Still
That's my excuse.
Still getting in. So they battle droids. There's 5 on either side. They come through the door with Rider, freeze Jedi, and then
Drawing sabers, dancing.
So-
I assume you're going to take the door nearest to you. I'll take
the
this
way
door.
combat works. You have a maneuver and an action.
Yep.
So maneuvers are things like changing your stance, managing your gear, moving is probably the main maneuver you'll be using.
Yeah.
Preparation, drop pwn, stuff like that. And actions are hitting stuff, unlocking doors.
Chopping droids in half with the lightsaber.
Yeah. Using force powers are actions as well.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So, Colin, you have a maneuver and an action. You're not in close combat range. You will have to move to get into combat with the...
Can I move, ignite my lightsaber, and hit one of them?
You're igniting your lightsaber is a press of a button, so it's really nothing.
I'm going to go with trying to remove one of the droids from the equation.
Okay, so
just step forwards to the nearest. Move forwards to the nearest one, assuming that
it's two two purple dice to hit them in combat.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend our first destiny point and upgrade one of those purples to a red.
Oh.
Okay, so that comes on.
So this is your first ever action in the Clone War.
Yeah. And what should you decapitate myself with a lightsaber?
A blue lightsaber. So you're rolling lightsabers, yeah?
I'm rolling lightsaber combat. Wow.
What did you get?
That's... Oh no, those are just disadvantages, so they cancel that. So a success and 2 advantages.
So the success and 2 advantages. Now the advantages also count. No, they don't count as an success. Oh, that's a bit of a shame.
No.
So you do 1 success, so plus your damage with your lightsaber.
Did you say 6, was it?
What's my damage with my lightsaber?
Oh,
I wasn't here at that point.
Oh, it's 6 then.
And 2 is enough to trigger a crit. Although that's probably not necessary. You can give someone advantage in the next activation.
Is 2 a crit on a lightsaber?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, crit 2. Because that's how they're so powerful.
Would you like to activate the crit?
Oh,
You might as well.
We're going to need a D100, which I forgot to bring. Leon,
I
to the
have them as
rescue!
well.
Oh, good job, Leon.
I've got one in front of me.
Teamwork.
Let me just...
Already covered.
So,
Bear with me before you roll that. Let me find the right table.
I'll write down some stuff about lightsabers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you do. Write down some stuff about lightsabers.
So you add it's the damage of your lightsaber plus a number of successes is your damage.
So that's 7 because I got 1 success.
So 6, 2, 1, 5.
Here we go.
Breach 1 and Sunder.
So you run straight up to the one with captain stripes on. He's got a yellow little crest and yellow shoulder pads. And he's the one who went, "Breathe, Jedi!"
Cancel those.
And you reach forward and slash him, and you do 7 damage.
7 damage and a crit.
So roll the crit. Do you 100?
68.
68.
Concealing robes.
Scattered senses. The target removes all bonus from skill checks until the end of the encounter. So you slash down with your lightsaber. You do 7 damage. His soak is 4. So you do 3 damage to him.
However, lightsabers do have...
They do sunder, which ignore armour, not soak. Unfortunately.
And breach?
Breach is to ignore 1 level of armour. Sunder is to smash weapons and things like that. Like if you're hitting a Durasteel sword, you would break the sword in half, because obviously you've got a lightsaber. So his soak is 4. He has no armour. So he just knocks it down.
Would have thought he kind of is armour.
Yeah.
But whatever.
You do slice down across his face, though, and take half of his head off. Mainly the kind of sensor array, so his sensors are scrambled for a second as you hit him. Right, so it is now the droid's turn, the first droid. It's going to be the captain who you shot, because obviously he probably wants to shoot you. Well, hit one.
I was going to say.
So he's going to point blank fire his blaster into you.
Okay.
It is an easy difficulty for firing the blaster point blank, because obviously
What?
you're there.
It's easy to shoot someone with a rifle who is hitting you with a melee weapon. That sounds...
attack difficulty is
Dodgy
engaged is an easy roll.
That sounds basically... Yeah.
There you go. Attack difficulties engaged is an easy roll. So he's going to shoot you.
Okay.
He has gunnery,
sounds
melee,
fairly wrong.
ranged heavy, ranged light.
So ranged light for a blaster.
You are
He's
about to
got-
flatten the lot of us.
And you'll enjoy it.
Deranged.
And he has
Fight it
a
with your lightsaber.
worn out blaster.
I believe in you.
Yeah. So I
leaving
can
you as well.
spend strain to reduce range damage, but I was expecting this to be a bit more difficult to hit someone who's...
Oh, he's only got Sorry, I'm just double checking my dice pool. Each 217. Based on gunnery skill. And his gunnery. So he gets 2 green dice. There we go. Bang! Oh. So I got not a lot. I only got advantages. And 1 failure. So he fails to shoot you. He misses completely, but it does cause you to step back.
Yeah.
Because obviously he brings his gun up and starts shooting. You step back with your lightsaber. And it puts you at an odd angle with the rest of them.
Yeah.
So they're going to get a advantage dice to shoot you next time. So now it is your guy's turn. Who wants to go next?
Alright.
I'm happy with the fight you Jedis to go before me.
Okay, I will go the other side to where Eglantine went.
So she runs one way, you run the other way.
Yeah.
Igniting your lightsaber, and are you going to hit one?
I will hit one.
Cool. Now you have a double-bladed lightsaber, which does special things.
I thought you were just going to stand in front of us and deflect everything so we didn't have to do anything.
Well,
I also thought you were going to do that.
well,
But no.
With 10 of them,
Yeah,
that's
10
going to
of them,
cause.
that will-
That's going to run out.
We
You're going to
trust
run out
in
of
your
strain
skills.
in a round.
yeah.
I believe in you.
No, it'd take me 2 rounds.
So you've got a linked
cost me
weapon,
one.
Roger. So you may spend 2 advantages to gain an additional hit.
Smashing.
And you may do that once because you've got a linked one. So. Of course, you can not activate the other beam if you want. You can run in with a single blade.
It will be constantly turning on and off throughout the fight.
Oh, gosh. If you have epilepsy, look away.
Well, it's how how Doggle uses his cunning to wield his lightsaber.
So go. Hit them with
Has
your...
it got 2 blades or 1
It's
blade?
2 purple, remember?
2 currently active. So that. So 1 triumph, 1 success, and 1 advantage.
So that is 2 successes, yeah? So that's plus 2 damage, plus so you do 8 in total. 6, 7, 8, yes. 8 in total, and you've got Sunder. Oh, that doesn't count them. So.
I will use my triumph to chop its blaster in half.
So the blaster
I use some.
has a HP of... In fact, it's on here. HP of 4. And your
So I do much more than its
Sunder. Choose 1 weapon, his blaster. It is now... The item is damaged 1 step to minor if undamaged, or minor to moderate, or moderate to major. If the weapon is already suffering major damage, it is destroyed. So yes, you basically knock there, you slice down and cut through the blaster's mechanism, as well as one of the droid's hands. Probably the one he's holding, actually. And he drops the blaster on the floor, but he can probably pick it up next round and fire, but it is sparking pretty heavily. One of the other droids is going to shoot you, not the one that is straight in front of you.
I'm going to use my advantage to give whoever acts next a blue die.
Ooh, exciting. Wah! Pew pew pew! They failed. They missed. Pew 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 pew! Just goes above your head. Droids are not very good at shooting.
Were there many threats that they rolled?
They rolled 2 threats.
Well,
Because if they roll 3, you can hit one of them with their own blaster.
2 threats, but they got an advantage, but that counts as that, so only 1 threat. So they just miss you. Pew 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 pew! Next is Liam or Leon. Who wants to go?
Leon?
Yeah, okay. I'm going to go for my comm actually as my manoeuvre, and I want to contact Nox.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, Nox, have you been ambushed?
There is no reply at the moment. It's
Okay.
kind of crackling.
Ah, okay. Probably a yes.
Probably that's a yes then.
I don't need the force for that one. That's a yes. In that case, then, incidental, I guess lightsaber up. I don't want to get close to him.
You could take cover behind the desk.
You could jump behind the desk like a hero.
Like a hero. Yeah, I should have checked up on my force move as well, weren't I? What was battle meditation?
So battle meditation you can turn on to make everyone better in combat.
Oh.
Yeah.
You hide behind the desk and give us all bonuses, basically.
That is
That's why I took that one.
basically it.
Okay.
So let me bring up battle meditation.
Sorry.
So you may spend one force point to add 1 automatic success to all checks made by a number of engaged friendly targets up to your presence before the end of your next turn.
I will do that. So I want to spend...
Engage, that means close to him, yeah?
Number of engaged friendly targets up to his
So
presence.
it means the friendly targets are engaged,
Yeah.
not
You've
engaged
got
with me, because I don't engage friendlies.
No, what I mean, engaged is a range bound in range bracket in this.
Yes, but
Yeah.
only if you're in combat. It's short range, and then engaged is you're in each other's grill.
that is in each other's grill, yeah. Engaged is the grill, as it were. I think I read that as them fighting someone
Okay.
else. Yeah.
Fine.
Do all of the force powers use force points on
Not like that. You roll a dice,
roll
Leon,
this.
and you're looking for a white marker.
Or black. Black's fine. You can
White
use,
is fine.
You can use black.
You can use black if you want to, but
So I still
things
spend
happen.
one. I had to roll as well.
No, it's not
okay.
spent on there. That's a destiny point, not a force point.
Right,
so
okay.
you roll on your force.
I think all of us have got force
Yes.
one.
So everyone will now get an automatic success to stuff that they're doing until the end of your next turn.
I do have a presence of 3, so...
Cool. So you leap behind the desk, hide, and go into a meditative trance as you start to focus the force. And everyone feels the presence of the force starting to emanate from behind the desk. In response, one of the droids is going to try and shoot Liam. Pew! Oh, I actually hit. That's exciting. So they do a total of 8 damage to you.
Oh, really?
Whoa!
So what is your soak?
Soak.
2.
2, bloody hell. So you knock off how much?
How's soak calculated?
It's your brawn.
It's
your brawn plus
your
your-
brawn.
First time
No,
this
it's
has
just
happened.
Brawn plus
Yeah,
1.
so
plus
take
one.
your
Yeah.
soak away from their guns.
Because of what I roll.
So,
Okay.
what's your brawn?
Well, my soak was 2. So,
And
But
you
you're
get plus
wearing
1 for
robes.
Jedi robes.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay.
so you soak 3.
So you soak
Alright.
3, so you take 5 wounds.
5. I don't know, it just comes off my wounds.
Just comes off your wounds.
Okay.
Next. So we're out of view, so it's now...
No,
their turn.
we're not.
No, we're not.
Oh, wow. Oh,
The
yeah,
guy's
you
just
haven't
shot.
gone.
Hasn't had a chance.
I thought you'd gone for some reason.
No.
Stagger back.
Right, go.
Your action was being shot.
I also want to use the force.
Ooh, what are you going to use the force on?
I'm going to use the force on me.
To heal yourself?
I'm going to misdirect.
Ah, okay, so roll your force
I'm gonna
dice.
Start off by turning myself invisible.
Wow.
I got a light.
You got a light, so it goes off. The user will make a target up to short range, unable to perceive the chosen person or object of a silhouette 1 or smaller until the beginning of the user's next
I'm
turn.
not sure that'll
So
work
choose
on a droid.
a target.
Myself.
Yeah. No, you.
That means you can't
Pick a
see
droid.
yourself. But does that work on droids?
Yeah, it will work on droids, so pick a droid.
One of the droids.
One of the
can't see
droids
you.
cannot see you.
In that case, I'll just switch
As you
straight to my second part of my plan. I'm going to turn myself into what's his face walrus mask. Maynard Vard.
Oh,
I'm going to make myself look like Maynard
how are you
Vard.
doing this, though? Sorry.
Because I have the second rank of it, that,
Which is control?
true appearance.
Okay, so you turn in.
Does that only affect one person then still?
The user may alter the perceived appearance of the chosen person or object. Now you can change yourself to look like someone else.
So I change myself to look like Maynard Vard, and then stand down.
Ooh, roll.
I like this plan.
Use your presence, and is there a command?
Leadership.
Extra success.
Yeah, leadership. Presence and leadership.
Presence. Well, I don't have leadership. So presence and what's the
Difficulty.
difficulty thing?
The difficulty is probably going to be hard.
So
Is that
3.
free?
So 3.
Yeah, one
But I will
success
give
for the
you
other
a
force power.
Blue dice.
Oh, you in fact get a blue die because
You can have a
battle
blue
medita-
dice because
battle
they're
meditation.
a bit
No,
confused.
also, you get a blue die because the next player to activate after me
Oh, yeah.
that used.
You do get another blue die, and
Oh,
you
it's
get an
auto
automatic
success
success.
from battle meditation.
Cool.
Yes, it's just success, isn't it? Not
Yes.
blue die. Yeah.
Yes. That's
So it's just that.
pretty
So
good.
1 success.
One success.
They all kind of go, and we'll stop a few of them shooting. The rest of them too focus on you to really notice this is happening.
Okay.
So the captain's fired. Next one, 1 success. So that does 7 points of damage.
2.
to me.
Yep.
So 5, so I'll split that between wounds and strain by using reflect.
So you're still slightly taken aback by this captain shooting at you. So the next droid in line shoots at you and you bang bang deflects a few of the blaster bolts, but one of them just slightly singes you and causes a slight burn. The next one, they're all surround you. He's going to try and smack you. He's going to step in and try and hit you with his rifle. So he has brawn of 2. He has 1 in melee.
Okay.
Exciting. So that becomes that.
Do I get any bonuses for defense being really good with my lightsaber?
No.
It's just no. There's no
sort of defense. So that cancels that. So he has a disadvantage and a success. So he hits you.
Okay.
He does 2 damage plus this one, so 3.
I think I'll just take the wound. It's not worth spending.
You have. Remember your brawn, and then your
Yeah,
arm.
my brawn is 1.
Right. So you take a wound. He hits you, but he's very much overextended himself.
Okay.
So you'll probably be able to slice him up quite nicely. So 1 shot you, 1's the captain, 1's hit you, so 2 more to shoot.
Yeah.
Bang! Oh, that's a direct miss. And bang! That's not a direct miss. That is, in fact, a lot of hits. So you take 9 damage as 1 shoots you.
Okay.
You remember you can take more strain to do more deflections?
Yes, I am doing just that. I'm on 7 wounds and 6 strain after
How
that.
does that work? Do you just
I am
But
not
you have
going
to have the
skill.
skill. You have to have the skill.
I'm not going to last this one out.
You'll be fine.
Believe, use the force. You remember you've got a lot of destiny points that you can spend to gain advantages.
Or make their attacks on you harder.
Yeah.
Or make their attacks on you harder.
We can upgrade their purples to red.
So, that is the droids done. So top of the next is back round to you guys. So who's going to go first? You're currently engaged with 2 of them.
Yeah. I'm getting shot at by most of the rest. Okay, yeah, I'll try and remove this one that is just hit me. So 2 different...
The one that hit you or the captain in front
the one that clogged me in the face.
All right.
Because he's overextended.
So you gain a blue dice for him being overextended.
Yeah.
And it's difficulty 2. It's always difficulty 2.
Plus 1 success because battle meditation.
Yeah.
That cancels that. That cancels that and half of that. That gives me 4 successes.
4 successes plus 6 is 10 successes. So he hits you, goes down, you kind of do a backflip with your lightsaber and decapitate this droid who falls straight down onto the floor, dead.
Yay!
They only have 5 wounds. If you hit them, they will die. So, now it's then the captain's going to try and do the same trick and hit you.
Okay.
So he has that and 2 of those. He didn't roll well at all. So he fails to hit you.
Okay.
So he just takes a swing. His kind of comms are messed up. His sensors are going a bit haywire. Who wants to go next?
Someone that can attack the other group.
Leave your action because we've actually let Roger go next.
But they're not the ones I'm in combat with. Aren't shooting. Perhaps someone might want.
You've still got a auto success
For
floating
battle
around from
meditation.
battle meditation. So I'm just thinking you going before.
All right. Okay.
So, Roger, you're in combat with a droid.
I will hit said droid.
Go for it.
Do I get
It's
anything
always-
for them being like?
These ones are discombobulated, so yeah, get a blue dice.
These are the ones that are standing down, or
These are the ones that are confused by Liam's force trick.
3 success and 2 advantage.
So 3 success, so you do 9 damage in total.
Oh, with my 2 advantage, I can hit it again.
Well, you've killed it,
Can I?
because they've got soak of 4 and a wound threshold of 5, so you only need to do...
Can I whirl it around and step
nine-
to the next
9
one?
damage. So you slice this one in half, and then you want to use your 2 advantages to activate another attack.
Yeah.
So as you slice one in half, you kind of do a half spin and activate the second blade, which goes straight into another droid. So roll for the damage on that droid.
Oh, that's going to sting. So one of those comes off.
So you killed it. It dies.
And I will use my 3 advantage to give the next player a blue die, and I will give
What's that
Colin
from?
a blue die.
The blue dice?
With the advantages, you can spend them. So with 1, you can give the next player that activates a blue die as you,
Oh yeah, I can see here.
and then you can spend 2 to give a player of your choice 1.
Cool. So yes,
Next player gets 1, and Colin will get 1 in his next activation.
your yellow lightsaber goes through one droid.
Eglantine will need 1.
You spin around and activate the second blade, which goes straight to the central unit of the second droid. So the droids are starting to fall.
Good.
They are now going to shoot you. So they're going to shoot Roger. They've got a black die from you still doing stuff to them. Bang, bang, bang. They missed. So yeah. Next is you guys. Want a beauty?
Do you want
I can carry on. Does that just maintain for the...
No, you have to cast it again. It's only for
Cast
one
it again?
turn.
Okay, and that's the same for the second.
Yeah, that just changes it from you being invisible to you appearing as someone else. You can try and do it again if you want.
I kind of want to just try and continue it, if I can. Rather than...
Yeah, roll the
Maybe try
use
and
the
persuade
force.
the ones that were about to shoot me to not. That'd be nice.
So we're on 2%.
So it's first draw force dice.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, black.
So you can still use the black dice, but that would be you tapping into the dark side of the force, which will have negative effects. It will flip one of those automatically to the dark side, and you will take conflict for tapping into your fear.
I'm going to try anyway, I think.
So if you can either say yes or no.
Yeah.
So it goes off. One of those flips to a black dice. And what's your personality minus?
It's
Obsession, isn't it?
Obsession.
Oh right, that won't come into play now. But you will for a second you just feel the fear of, oh crap, they're gonna kill us all. And you tap into that fear center of your brain that automatically unleashes this force power. And you transform back into the guy?
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay as him.
Are you going to...
So he's maintaining it rather.
Yeah, do you want to give another command or...
Yeah, do I have to roll?
Yeah, the same thing. Blue die for their confusion.
Yeah.
Is it still 3?
Yes, still hard.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and, if I can see any markings on them, I'm going to try and call them out by name, like
They don't.
Battle Droid B.
They don't really have names, I'm afraid.
Yeah, but if they have like a number or, like, I don't know if they've got
Probably.
like...
I don't think.
No, they won't have numbers. The only thing that really identifies them is
Okay.
the colours on their body armour.
Alright, I'm going to try and get them to stand down.
Okay, so
Drop
all of
your
them just-
weapons. No, that's probably not going nowhere.
I don't know. That's actually very good. That's,
A success.
And an advantage.
A success and an advantage. So they are still looking confused, and one of them, in fact, drops their weapon.
actually, roll another one. Sorry, because of the blue
Nice.
die I gave.
Yep.
2 successes.
Yeah, so they are looking still confused, and one of them drops their master.
And you can give the next player a blue die.
Okay. And as the darkness kind of flows into me a bit, I'm going to shout more angrily at them to
More
drop
aggressive.
your weapons.
You're channeling the role you're playing.
Yeah.
You know, this guy is clearly
Okay.
not someone to take
On
disobedience.
the other side of the flip, the captain's going to try and hit you.
Okay.
They have 2 brawn and 1 in melee. Bam! Fail.
Wow.
That is pretty bad. I got a triumph though. Upgrade the difficulty in his character's next check. So yeah, if you want to hit the captain again, he'll upgrade the difficulty. Okay? But he misses you again.
Is that going to be 2 to 3? Or
It will be 1 purple dice to a red dice.
Yeah.
And he's forcing you, every time he tries to hit you, he forces you back into the line of fire of the other droids.
Yeah.
So he is pushing you back. Next is Leon.
Okay. So I want to manoeuvre again on the comlink.
Yep.
I'm gonna go. Nox, if you can hear me, bring the ship up to the senator's room. We're in trouble.
You get Nox, and the other guy goes, Master Jedi, we're under attack from separatist forces. They've destroyed the LA-80, and we're pinned down. Vector is wounded, and we're taking fire. Request immediate aid.
Okay. We'll be there as soon as we can.
Okay, now you've got an action. What do you want to do? Do you want to keep battle meditation going?
I'm actually going to take another manoeuvre, so I'm going to take 2 strain to do another manoeuvre.
Yeah.
I believe I can do. So that I can move to engage someone.
Okay.
And I will lightsaber out and go for an attack. I'm going to go for... So you two are on the same side, aren't you?
No, we're on opposite sides.
You're on opposite sides.
So you've dropped 2 of them, I've dropped 1 of them.
I'm standing in the
Injured
middle
one.
shouting at them.
So, and aid my good friend Eglantine.
Cool.
So you're going to ignite the lightsaber, leap over the desk heroically.
Yep.
And
And
charge
I'm going to
his
spend a point to upgrade as well.
Yes, spend
Nice.
spend
So
that.
what have you got with you?
So I'm willpower for my lightsaber. So I should be
3
on
yellow.
3
with the
and then
upgrade.
upgrade 2, but with the upgrade it'll be 3 yellows.
Okay.
Alright.
I will spend a dark side point.
You can't dark side a light side point because I've spent a light side to upgrade.
You can.
I can do.
Oh, can
You can upgrade in response.
Oh,
So
okay.
you've got now
So
rolling.
that becomes-
Oh, because it's like you upgrade your difficulty.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were
And
downgrading
Don't forget,
mine.
you get the blue.
You get the blue dice
As
from
well.
Leon's advantage.
Cool.
Tasty.
That's
Ah.
what have I got?
That's
no successes.
That's no successes, but 4 advantages.
So you can, with 4 advantages, you can negate the target enemy's defense bonus, ignore
Penalising environmental effects.
when dealing damage. You've not dealt damage. Gain +1 melee or ranged defense until the end of the next turn,
I'll have to do that.
or force the target to drop a weapon it's wielding.
Oh, I'll force them to drop.
So the droid you'll fight because once they've dropped their blaster, they can really only punch you.
Yeah.
So you leap into lightsaber combat, your green lightsaber ignite, and you fly at this droid. You swing a huge sort of haymaker swing, and the droid kind of goes ah, just falls backwards. The weapon flies up. You don't hit it, but the shot just goes and it lands with a thunk.
Okay.
He is going to use his turn now to stand up and trying to retrieve his blaster. There's one more droid on that side who's now going to shoot you, Leon. Pew! Oh, that's a crunch and a half. And it does 8 points of damage to you.
Whoa! I am going
5
to.
after your soak.
So what was damage?
Three
8.
Damage is 8.
So it went down to 5, and then my soak is 3, so I take 2 damage.
And then there's droids on you, so they're not going to shoot you, but they are going to have a go at Roger. So the first one. Pew! Oh, I rolled a dice into a dice bag.
I'll try that.
Failed. Missed completely.
Many threats?
No, he got an equal 0.
Because Roger wants to roll. Roger wants to hit them with Green Blaster Bolts.
That's so 2 successes, so he does 8 points of damage to you.
I will take 1 strain
To
to activate Reflect,
Yep.
because I have many talents in Reflect.
and it knocks off most of the damage.
So I take off 8.
8.
8.
Yeah, so it does
5
nothing.
levels.
He put all his stats in reflect.
Basically, I have gone all.
I think that would be 7.
I've gone all the way down the tree,
But yes, it's still
and
enough
one
with your
and
soak.
1 extra.
And 1 extra because you've got
So
something.
yeah, I've got 5. So sorry, 7.
It's
Sorry,
2
you're
plus.
correct. How much damage?
8.
So
1,
I
which
take
you
1
soak.
strain.
You take 1 strain.
Yeah, because he's got soak.
Yeah.
So
That is insane.
Roger flows into his Shen defense. The lightsaber spins around. There's a blur
It's
of
a yellow
blaze,
blur.
and just blaster bolts start flying off of it.
Nice.
So that's him. Another
That
one's
is
going to
my
have it.
speciality.
Another
That
one's
is
going to have a
pretty
shot at
awesome.
you, Roger. So he does 7 points of damage to you.
I will take another strain to
Yeah, you keep the continuous
yellow.
spinning around.
yellow blur as it whirls around.
Bloody hell.
Pew, pew, pew.
I thought I was half decent. Wow.
And that's I
Roger
can't. I don't
deflects
have parry.
damage.
I just have deflect.
That's another 8 damage
That's another strain.
I'll take another strain.
to ignore it. And last one.
Oh, I thought
There
there
were only
5 on
3.
my
There were
side.
only 3
1,
left
2,
on Roger's
3.
side.
I killed 2 of the 5.
Yes.
2 of the 5. Yes, that is true. I've
So the last
written
one-
this the wrong way. He's
The
supposed
last
to be
one
up
is
there.
already dead.
He's supposed to be up there. Who wants to go first?
Me.
Go.
Sure.
And I will. Oh, God. I can't. I'm trying to think what I want to do with my manoeuvre, because I think I want to battle meditate again to boost you guys. 'Cause I think that's probably more useful now. Their numbers are much more of them. T15. Can you hear me, or is T15 still in the room?
He is in the room, but he has been hit by a stray blaster bolt.
Oh, okay, he's down.
And he looks like he's down.
Okay. Well, that's good. In that case, then, maneuver-wise, is there any maneuver stuff you can do to boost anything beforehand?
What do you mean by boost? What do you want to do?
You can aim
aim.
if you're attacking, which I keep forgetting.
Or you can take cover again.
But can I aid as well? Is that a maneuver?
Yeah,
Would that be
you
an
can
action?
assist. Grant a bonus to an ally's next check.
Okay, so I want to use. So I'll do my action, which will be to battle meditate.
So your action is you turn on battle meditation.
Dark side point.
Do you want to use it?
Yes.
So take a point of conflict, change one of those to the dark side. Then you panic in the face of the droids and tap into the dark
Can't
side.
fail.
You suddenly feel very cold, but your battle meditation activates, and you're feeling increase in the force.
And as my maneuver, I
feel
will
the
assist
force around you.
Eglantine.
So you start running defense for Eglantine with your lightsaber. You're basically trying to get away, distract the droids, as it were. It looks like she's wielding 2 lightsabers at this point. They're going to try and shoot in this direction. They are going to shoot, in fact, Leon. Bang!
Automoe.
Failed. They had 1 success. They will just add a blue to their next shot. So, who wants to go next?
Okay.
Yes, go Liam.
The anger flowing through me a little bit too much.
Has fear led to anger?
I'm going to drop the mask and step forward into towards Dogal's fight and
Yeah, stab a droid, go for it. So,
lightsaber out.
I will spend a dark side point to upgrade one of the difficulties.
Yeah,
So it becomes one of them.
got plenty of them.
Yep.
What do you use to attack?
Brawn. Because I'm the only person without a special lightsaber thing.
You have a normal lightsaber.
Do you not have any points in lightsaber either?
Well, no.
Wild swings as Tower comes in.
Threat.
Would you be better off just shooting them?
threat.
Do you not have a blaster?
No, we didn't start with any blasters.
You're getting in Dogal's way. That is the threat dice. You're getting in Dogal's way as you're wildly swinging this lightsaber. So not only is he deflecting lightsaber bolts, but he's now dodging the green lightsaber swipes. So one of the droids on that side is going to try and shoot you as you're doing this. Yeah, that's fine. Fail. He misses. Pew, 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 pew.
Right.
Next is you guys. So we got Roger or Collins.
Shall I try and remove one of these droids?
You have the captain who's still not dead in front of you, and then 3 droids around. One has just
Don't
picked up
forget
his
you've still got the
blaster,
blue die that I gave.
So I've got the blue die you gave me,
Blue die for my assist.
and a blue die from
No,
Leon.
that's success.
and a
Someone
success.
do
And a
that
success.
here on Collins.
Success.
You got a blue die for the assist.
Yeah.
I'm going to go one of the less injured ones because with these successes, I really should be able to one-shot one of them. So,
Are you going to go for the one that's not the captain then?
Yeah, basically the captain seems to be flailing ineffectually at me in
He
melee.
is flailing. So you turn and try and slice down.
The one who's just picking up his blaster, I'll try and get him swing down as he stands up.
Yeah, cool. Go for it. It's 2. Yep. Pew.
Right,
That's a
so-
lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Many stuffs.
Cancels. I am left with 2 successes, a triumph, which is also a success as well as being a triumph,
Yeah.
and
3 success.
and the advantages. So 3 successes and 3 advantages, and a triumph.
I think, yes.
So it then dies.
Awesome. What can I do with a triumph?
With a triumph, you can
I think it's a bit negated in the sense that the
Upgrade
thing
the
you hit is
difficulty.
very dead.
upgrade the difficulty of the target's next character check. Upgrade any ally's next check, including the current active character. Do something vital, such as shooting the controls to the blast doors to seal them shut. Stuff like that. Or you can do any of the previous stuff. So recover a strain, add bonus to the next character check.
I'm thinking +1 ranged defense would be a good idea about now.
Yep, so you get +1 range defense.
As I sort of slice him down and shove the lower half.
That's your lightsaber skill as well, isn't it?
What?
Suretsu.
Yeah, it's very defensive.
Yes, it is very defensive.
So I slice down and then shove the lower half in towards the 2 that have still got blasters and are trying to shoot me to so that they. So I'm kind of distracting them with that.
Oh, right, okay. So you fling, you grab the head of the droid as it comes down and fling it across
Yeah, pretty much.
across the ring.
giving me a defense bonus. And the 3 advantages. Do I just give the next person to act plus 3?
3 advantages.
You can give 1 to the next player,
Or you can
and then
gain
you can
Another melee or range defense if you really want to.
How much do I spend to regain a point of strain?
spend 1 per.
So, yeah.
So you
This
could
may
spend
be
all-
selected more than once,
Okay, so I'm going to give the next person to act a blue die
which is Roger.
and gain 2 strain back because
Cool.
I'm not
There is the
spending 1 strain
captain
for each
and
of these.
2 droids left over your way. It's 2 dice.
Yep.
Nothing. He gains a advantage, but he's not really got anything to do. He'll put a black dice on your next attack to him.
Cool. When I get round to actually swinging attacking him,
Yep.
I think technically
Roger.
it hasn't worn off. I'm at an upgraded difficulty and a disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, fine. I'll leave you to last. So you've got blue from me, and not that helped.
1 free success from my medic.
Okay.
Oh, that was 1
4
extra
success and 3
So I
advantage.
chopped him in half slightly.
4
better.
success and 3 advantage. So the 4 successes will kill a battle droid. Activate.
Spin it around and hit another one.
Yeah, so roll to damage. So 1's dead.
So it's the same again, right?
There's now only 2 battle droids in combat with you and Liam. Oh, you've got a black dice, don't forget, because he's welding his frickin' lightsaber.
He's trying to help.
Liam.
He's trying to help, but ineffectively.
Help
There you go.
1, 2, 3 successes and 2 advantage
So 3 successes
because of
does
battle
9
meditation.
points and kills a battle droid. And how many?
2 more advantage, so I've got
What would you like to spend the
so I've got
advantage on?
5 in total.
Do
So,
you want to gain a couple of strain back?
Yeah,
I
you
will-
can keep gaining strain.
but I'll spend 2 to gain strain back, 1 to give the next player 1,
Yeah.
and try and get him out of my face. I'm gonna give an advantage to Tal.
So there's 1 droid on you and 2 droids over there.
Still over here.
So 1 droid's going to try and shoot Liam. Missed. I'm really good at rolling 4 advantages and 1 threat. So 4 advantage. Force a target to drop a weapon.
You drop your lightsaber.
So they start blasting you, and you try to spin your lightsaber, and one of the bolts hits it, and it spins away from you. What? It's not gone forever.
Because it's on, and therefore we'll just fall through it.
It'll fall through the floor and you just keep going.
No, it'll turn off as soon as you drop it.
Okay.
That was quite cool. Now there's 1 more droid over.
There's 2 more droids over here.
One of them's already activated though, so it's only 1 left on
Okay.
that side. And he's going to shoot Leon. That discounts that. So 2 successes, so 8 damage.
I'm going to spend 3 strain.
To negate 3 of it, and soak the other 3 of
Negate
it.
3, and yep, soak 3, so I reduce 6, so I take 2.
2. You get that on
Okay.
your next roll.
Cool.
I think I might be kicking in force healing once this is.
It is the top of the neck, so who wants to go first? There is 3 droids left. There's a captain and 1 droid over there, 1 droid over there, and that's it.
Do people want battle meditation again? Yeah. Okay, I will battle meditate.
Cool.
2
Ooh,
lightsaber
yes, so it
points.
goes off.
And I will then assist Eglinton again.
And then running
Like he was
defense.
about to do
with your
solar
lightsaber.
flare.
Cool. So the captain's going to try and hit you.
The single most ineffective droid in this force.
You did smash.
Look at
half
this
his head off.
nonsense.
I did smash half his head off with my first attack.
So 1 success, 1 disadvantage.
Okay.
So 1 success does 3 points of damage.
Which actually gets through my soap. Because I've
Ow.
got shit soap.
He punches you in the face, but breaks his wrist as he punches.
Fine. I can deal with that later. I'll force heal that later.
One of you guys?
So you get that because I'm the next player to roll.
Okay.
So I'm going to womp the last droid over where I am.
Womp it. Shoot that womp rat in the T16.
How's it flying a T-system?
So 3 successes because of battle meditation.
Which
and
kills
Which kills it.
2 advantage.
So you can spend your
So
advantage.
I'm going to spend my 2 advantages to activate another attack, and I'm going to use my manoeuvre to leap over to the other side of the room and hit the next one.
So you slice through, and this final droid turns with a derisive look at Tal. You do a backflip over and land within this group of Jedi, just missing. As I can't pronounce the name. I just want to call you Torgruta. What's your name? Tomoe. Yeah.
I do believe in the town.
As she swings a lightsaber, you dodge under it and slice out a droid's legs by attacking it.
I do for 4 successes and 3 attacks.
There is only the captain who has survived since the beginning.
Because he just didn't seem
I'll
worth
give the next
finishing off.
player to act a blue die, and I will give Tomoa a blue die.
Well, it is the next person to act because the captain's already gone.
Shall I try and finish off the captain?
So you get a blue from my next person.
I get a blue die. I get a black die because the captain's... I
Yeah.
get an upgraded difficulty from like 3 rounds ago from the captain's triumph? Whatever it was.
Yeah, I think we forgot about that. But
Well, it's because I didn't attack him.
yeah, that's true.
Okay, so all his defensive fighting is finally actually...
Yep.
I finally actually got to get through all of that now.
And 1 free success.
And one tweet. This is where I'm all, like, awful.
Oh, did you get the blue dice from my assist as well?
Yes, there is an assist code.
Oh, another blue die, yeah.
Didn't help.
Did nothing.
Okay, I got a ton of disadvantages.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, no, sorry, I got 2 disadvantages. No, 1, sorry. Actually, more of that cancels out, and I thought, I'm left with 1 disadvantage and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
5 successes kills the captain. Yeah, take a strain for the disadvantage.
Okay.
You just a haymaker's wild swing that cuts the captain
Last
in
thing,
half.
and I get a bit
Everything flies
enthusiastic.
everywhere. His guns.
I think probably I'm getting a little bit angry.
Yes, probably.
Anger is my thing.
Probably
He did just hit you in the face.
Yeah, you can probably
So I gain a point of strain because I overextended because I was getting a bit angry.
take a willpower check as well with difficulty of 2, and we'll
Discipline?
see. Yes, and we'll see if you take conflict for getting angry.
Because I'd rather just discipline because that turns both the dice into those. I get 1 success.
No, so you calm yourself because anger doesn't lead to hate. So the smoke clears, and you have 10 dead battle droids around you. Unfortunately, I5 has been hit in a crossfire. It may have been a wild swing of a lightsaber, but
Did we all hear the message back from Havoc Raptor?
Probably not.
you were too busy fighting.
No.
He was behind a desk.
Nox is under attack. He came through on the comms and needs assistance.
Give me a moment.
Nox, I'm on my way, and I'm just going to run.
Yeah.
Well, the door's locked, so you run into the door.
Okay, while you're cutting the door,
I will use my
find
opening
yours.
tool.
So you start trying to cut through the door.
Okay, I want to look
That's
at
a
the
good point.
glass window.
I might pick up my
Yeah,
lightsaber.
it looks pretty sturdy. It's also hundreds of feet up.
That.
So force heal.
two light side. Can I spend?
So
I've got the
spend the
first
white
level.
points to heal a number of wounds equal to your intellect.
Can I do that twice in one activation with two light side points?
Yes, because you generated. I don't think you can actually generate past your force. But let me just double
Don't
check.
think you can. I think some just cost more to activate. I don't think you can overcharge.
No, that's fine because I've got something else I can spend it on if I can't do that. Because I've got
It
more
would be,
than
it
that
would be
in-
another roll.
I've got more than that in Force Heal. I've got multiple things in Force Heal.
If you've got something in Force Heal that costs 2, you can do that, but you can't activate 2 that cost 1 with 1 roll.
That's cool. In which case, I will activate the second level thing that I've got, which allows me, if I've not rolled any dark side points, 1 die, to heal an equal number of strain.
Nice.
So I'm now on, rather than 8 wounds and 5 strain, I am on 4 wounds and 1 strain.
No, you can spend the 2 force points. You just can't go over 1 force dice.
Okay.
So yes, you can do it twice. You can spend
okay.
2 force points to activate it.
If I can spend it twice on that, I'll clear my wounds and leave the strain. If I can't spend it both on that, I'll split it between the two, because I've got the thing that on the right.
There is a magnitude that makes you heal someone else at the same time.
I haven't got that.
Alright.
I've just got the one on the far right that allows me to make it do strain as well.
Yeah, so you heal yourself, yeah?
So I'm just healing myself. I'm spending 2 on healing myself.
Cool.
Think about the fact that I dropped my lightsaber and I better pick it up before I run out the door.
Let me just check how much heal we get back.
Do you want to pick up a blaster as well?
Yeah, I'm going to do that too.
It is a blaster
Only because I
rifle,
have
so
time.
it's two-handed.
Yeah, but you've got range.
227.
Do you have ranged light?
I have all of the ranged,
Oh,
I-
there is a rifle heavy.
including ships.
Would also pick up a blaster rifle.
So
do
the
not have any
first
skill in
the
blasters.
first use of force heal heals 5 wounds, and the second heals 4 wounds,
The first heals 5 wounds?
Yeah.
Why does it heal 5?
because it counts as a stim pack.
Oh, that's...
Oh, so it
Weird.
becomes less and less effective.
Oh no, sorry, it counts as a stim pack for it's less and less effective. It does heal your intelligence bonus, sorry.
Right.
But the first one heals your full, the second one heals 1 level down.
Okay, so is that true every subsequent time I activate it?
No, it's just as you activated the same thing, so...
Okay, so I've still got 1 wound left.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You may never benefit from the 5 uses of heal over a 24-hour period.
Okay.
So yeah, it does
Okay.
go down.
Yeah.
What we doing? Sorry?
I'm going to pick up my lightsaber and a blaster.
So, you can add this to your gear then. You have a worn-out blaster rifle.
Which is better than no blaster rifle at all.
Yeah.
So, it's ranged heavy.
Maybe not for you, or for me particularly, because I
It's
don't...
ranged heavy.
Damage 6. Critical 3.
Okay.
Ranged long.
Wait, you just said ranged heavy.
Range long as in...
Ranged
the actual-
heavy is the skill.
Yeah.
Long is the
Long is
range.
the
okay.
range of it.
I wrote down the range as heavy.
I also did that.
Are you picking one up as well?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, these are uncivilized weapons.
They are. I agree.
I
It's
just can't
got
use
a
them.
stun setting and is worn
So to be
out.
fair, with your skill with a lightsaber, if you were using a blaster, you'd be a lot more in danger in a firefight.
Stun worn out. I'm just going to check
Yeah,
what
it's
worn
that for
out
a
does.
blaster or that for a lightsaber.
How many you got?
I've got cunning 4
So stun damage.
Yes, you got the
and
same. You've
2
got the
points
same.
in skill. Yeah.
And that's
You
4
can
hit.
switch it so it does
one's
deals
been
damage as
damaged, but-
strains instead of wound. The strain instead of wounds.
Oh, that's its stun.
Oh,
That's
setting.
its stun setting.
Wow, cool.
Worn out is just its damage thing, so you don't need to worry about
It has 4 hit points. doesn't
that. It does have 4 hit points.
Awesome.
it? And encumbrance?
Encumbrance is 4.
We're not very encumbered.
It's quite a lot though.
Cool.
It is quite heavy. It's a blaster rifle.
Sing that round.
You were 4
And-
points mangled. He was 5 points mangled.
Yes.
5, yeah.
You're 5 points mangled.
If I have time, I'll help with the door.
Yeah, you can help with the door.
I will attempt to force heal Tal.
So you run
While
up to
they're
him
doing that.
and go dark side.
Do not activate the dark side force heal.
No, you can't. You've that heal on yourself has taken a lot of your life energy away from you, so you can't summon up the force enough to try and heal him.
Cool.
would
I mean,
say-
basically, it's as many times you're willing to let me roll while I'm following these people around. I'm going
I
to
think
be
there
trying
is
to
a
force heal.
limit.
Exactly. So as many times as you're willing to let me roll.
That will probably do for now as you try to recover yourself. You can keep doing it if you want to take strain as you try to push your way through it.
Not yet.
Okay.
I would like to check the. Actually, I want to check the senator's body and
Yeah.
see if there's anything I can determine from.
So she roll an investigation, which would be.
Perception, probably.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if there was an investigation thing. Roll, probably actually medicine and intelligence.
Medicine and intelligence. Okay, so. What
Difficulty is 2.
It's on a disadvantage. 1 threat.
It disturbs you a little bit looking at her. Oh, you're a bit. Oh no, I don't like this.
Horrible.
A couple of minutes later, you manage to force open the blast doors by cutting a huge hole. It is very hot around the outside, though, so you have to be very careful going through it.
Good job, Dougal.
I'm going to go
Yeah,
through
I'm
the
going
hole.
to go for it as well.
Okay,
Not at the
take a
same
very
time.
easy athletics check.
Okay. I'm going to follow through.
Is that all of us are going through?
Yep.
Awesome. An
Yeah, I'm
easy
fine.
athletics
So we
check.
don't bump our head on the door.
Just gonna put this.
Believe.
Leave.
Means
Easy 1 purple.
You success and advantage.
Success and advantage.
I
No.
Success!
athletics is 4.
Hurrah.
oh, what?
what?
Come on. Oh, I just thought jumping through the door might be agility, which I have. And it's prawn.
No, how many athletics is born?
Okay.
You got an advantage.
Everyone pass, yeah?
Yes.
Right, so we
No one
start
got a failure.
running down corridors. You get to one of the escalators that lead you up, and you can see at the bottom of the escalator are 4 battle droids who all look up and start blasting. So roll initiative again.
There's 2 different ones on there. Vigilance and...
Vigilance is for when you're caught under surprise.
Surprise,
Cool
okay.
is the one you use
Cool
for
is,
everything else.
Cool is now, yeah.
Cool is now. Oh, lovely, I got 2.
I got 2 advantages.
I got
So don't think counts for
advantages and a success.
There we go.
So what did you
I
get?
got
2 advantages and a success.
triumph and 3 advantage.
So that's 4.
Did it
You guys
just
go first
count
then.
towards one pool, or do they have any difference? Do you have to say whether you have...
No, the advantages make no difference unless it's a draw.
So you go first, Leon.
Or
Someone goes
Oh, yeah.
first.
someone gets to go first. I'm happy to not take the first
I think
position.
Vogel. I think Dogal Vaughan going first and standing in front.
They are
with
at the bottom of the escalator, so it'll take you.
Oh, it's an escalator.
Yeah. You could just ride down it. It's not quick, though.
You just stand.
But they are
we
quite
don't
a
even
long-
run
How
down.
far away are they?
At least 2 manoeuvres to get down there. So
Alright.
you'd have to take straight.
I'm more thinking that if you're the one at the front with all of the deflection.
I will take 2 strain to actually manoeuvre twice and attack them.
Yeah. So you leap into combat. I'll spend a lovely Destiny Dark Side point to give him a red.
Alright. I'll re-roll them then. So that cancels them. So I got 3 successes and 3 advantage.
What was the blue dice for?
It was the one that I gave to whoever needed to use a dice
I
now.
think it's per encounter, though. I don't think it
okay.
carries on until the next time you run into
Okay.
droids. So how many do you get?
2 advantage and 3 success then.
3 success will kill one of the droids, which you land on, and then roll under the guard of another one.
Alright,
2
and
advantages to decapitate another one.
yeah, I'll spend my 2 advantages to
Yep,
take
go
a
again.
swing at another.
Why didn't we all go with 2?
An advantage and 3 successes.
Which kills another one.
And I will give whoever acts next an advantage. Blue die. Yeah.
And shoot you.
The surviving droids.
So that cancels that out. So just an advantage. So they. You can activate the weapons.
Give the other droid an advantage. A blue die.
Yes, they'll give the next droid a blue dice. You guys, who wants to go next?
Can I blast one?
Yes, you can. So it's gunnery.
it's not.
Range
It's
heavy.
Range heavy. Sorry, gunnery is something.
Gunnery is ship guns.
Yeah, ship guns. They're at long range.
So you've got. So it would be 4 green, but you upgrade one of them to a yellow. So
No, that's what the skills do.
And it's 3 purple dice.
So yeah, so you, whichever number's higher for your
Yeah.
is the number of green dice, and then the lower number is how many convert into a yellow dice.
so it would have been
So if you're
4 green, but you had
so if
one.
you had
so
a
it
higher
became-
skill and a lower stat.
yeah, so
Yes.
if you had your ranged heavy got to 5.
You'd be rolling 5 dice total.
Those
Yeah.
cancel. That cancels that, and that turns to that one.
I got
Oh,
one.
don't forget you get a blue because I gave whoever acted next a blue. Never mind.
So you just get an advantage. So you can recover a strain,
Or you can give whoever acts next a
I
blue.
haven't taken any strain. So
or you can give the next allied active characters
Yeah,
blue
we'll
dice.
also do that.
Cool.
Covering fire.
Another droid's going to try and shoot Rogero. I get blue dice for that one.
You do.
I have an advantage, which I'll use to give myself a blue dice.
Pass it along. Right.
You guys.
You want to go next?
Okay, I will. Oh god! Oh, hey, I could shoot them, but I'm less good at shooting than you are, and they clearly just sort of moved out of the way. So
To be fair, actually, you're. It'll be
not
3 and
bad
3,
otherwise,
so
so-
don't horribly fail, and you won't shoot Roger.
Don't do that.
I think you probably need a despair to hit Roger.
I shall
I don't know.
take 2 manoeuvres, so I'll take 2 strain.
I don't know, if you got
Touche.
enough threat, I might accidentally deflect it back at him.
Yeah.
To run down the
Can you deflect it
escalator,
at the door?
lightsaber
He gets enough
out,
back.
and I'll go for an attack.
Oh, you're going to attack. Oh, exciting.
So you're going to take 2 strain.
Yes, I took 2 strain, so it's... And I'm going to spend a point to upgrade.
Oh.
It's a lot of yellow dice.
So I've got 3 yellow dice.
Nice.
Oh, exciting.
And how much? 2?
2. It's always 2 in combat, unless I tell you otherwise.
Oh,
Oh, no.
No, 1 success.
I got
one
one
success. That comes out as 1 success total.
6 is it?
yeah,
So
so
you
if
do
I had 3
7 damage.
advantage cancelled by
no.
3 threat.
We've had a passed forward one of them. 2 advantages and a success.
Okay,
So 7 damage, which
7 damage, which does...
mauls one of them.
it does maul one of them by 3, so one of them was on 2 wounds.
And then do I get another attack for the 2
No,
advantage?
that's a
No.
fancy thing with
That's
the
a-
Dilfer
You can
blade.
do a free maneuver.
You could gain your strain back if you want.
You could gain some strain back. You could add blue dice. You
I
could...
will gain a strain back because I'm running pretty
You can
low.
gain 2 strain back.
Oh, okay, so I'll go gain my 2 strain back.
I am going to advance down the thing, and actually no, I'm just going to stand next to you and force heal you if I can.
Yeah, you can try and force
Because
it.
you're quite mauled.
Yeah, go for it.
I failed to force heal you.
Well, you didn't fail. You could use the dark side of the force.
I'm not yet at the point where I'm.
Alright, cool.
So unhealable.
You are unhealable.
I've drawn my lightsaber ready to parry if necessary, and I am.
So, top of the
Failing
next. So, it's back round to you guys. Because this is a new turn.
Do you want to go?
I'd go with.
Yep, okay, alright.
I'd go with Doggle Vaughn because he's
oh,
most likely to remove the remaining 2 droids.
And was there a blue die left over from someone?
No.
No, cool. Sweet.
Hide behind Ogle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just 3 successes. So I kill one of
You
them.
just remove one of them.
Yeah, you'll kill the wounded one. He's now dead. The lightsaber goes.
Well, it's whichever was in front of me.
We'll say it's the wounded one. Goes straight through the wounded one. So as your lightsaber kind of cuts him across the midsection, Dogle's lightsaber comes up and decapitates him. So you kind of split him in 2 with your lightsabers. The last one is kind of just opens fire on Roger this time.
While walking backwards nervously.
No, because they're droids. They don't walk backwards. They just keep firing. I did actually do quite well though, so that's right. So Roger,
So
take
you might notice this one.
7 points of damage.
No.
Take a strain.
Pew, pew, pew.
Do you want to lightsaber another one?
Is only one left, yeah?
There is only one left.
Yes, I would like to go for it and try and get a kill.
Yeah, go.
Just don't get hit by those many blaster bolts flying everywhere.
Oh dear.
We believe in you.
Whoa!
was very
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 success, a triumph.
It's very, very dead.
So,
So it's
3
three
successes.
success
I
and a
think the
triumph.
triumph counts as a success
Yes,
as
it
well
does.
as
Yeah,
its
it
effect.
does.
So 4 successes, which kills it, a triumph, and 2 disadvantages.
So yeah, I'm just seeing.
So I probably like
You could recover a strain. You could do anything.
No,
with it,
disadvantages.
disadvantages.
I'm talking about the triumph. Sorry, you can
Oh,
do
the
pretty
triumph.
much
You
anything. with the triumph.
recover 1 strain and then take 2.
Yeah, I will recover a strain with my triumph, I think, to offset the
Just because there
disadvantage
isn't a
ones.
huge amount. And what does the disadvantage do?
It kills. He's killed the thing, so there's nothing
So
really
it's like
disadvantage that could happen. So yeah, just take a strain.
Take strain, lose.
Take 2 strain. You
So-
can do it more than 1.
Total, gain 1 strain.
As you kind of overextend and just thrust your lightsaber right through this droid. It kind of takes a second for it to compute that it's dead before sliding off and splitting itself in half on your lightsaber. So they're all dead. You continue running. Can we all take athletics and... Actually, not athletics. Take brawn. Brawn and... Yes, sorry, athletics checks, because it is brawn. As you legging it through...
Difficulty?
Difficulty is 2. As you're legging it through
No.
2
One failure.
success,
to take a point of
2
strain.
disadvantage.
Take a point of strain.
2 success, no, nothing.
You're fine. This is just you
one
legging it as fast as you can.
2 successes and 1 disadvantage.
Take a point of strain as well. As you all kind of leg it as fast as you can towards the hangar bay, which you eventually come to. The doors open.
Raptor squad!
First thing you notice is the ground vehicle, the LAAT, is destroyed. It's burning. Make a perception check.
This is my
Difficulty?
Easy, so just Uno.
1 success.
5 successes and 2 advantage.
What the hell?
It's based on cunning, that's
success,
my
but
jam.
Wow. That's a good roll.
Both of them.
Yeah.
So 1 success.
1 success. 1 success. So you guys see that there is blaster fire coming from the wreck.
Yeah.
Dougal, you can see that Raptor Squad are in cover,
That's
but
a different game.
there's not a lot of cover here, so they had to take cover behind the burning wreck of the ship. You also see that one of the clones, it looks like they have taken a pretty bad hit to the leg.
Where's the blast fire coming from in relation
On the
to where
opposite
they are?
side of the hangar, there are 10 B1 battle droids. So
Okay.
another squad of battle droids, all blasting into the
I need to get to the
LA-13.
wreck to get to the troopers, really.
Yeah. In the middle of the squad of battle droids is another battle droid that is quite considerably bigger. It's grey in colour. It's got a more squat, rounded appearance.
Would you say it's got a wrist mounted?
Heavily armoured, and it's got what looks like a rotator cannon on one of its arms. And as you see, it switches arms and fires a rocket straight through to the LAAT with a huge explosion, and some of the clones get knocked down on the floor. It turns to face you and goes, Roger, engaging, and stretches out its arm as all the battle droids sort of swivel as well. And we'll end it there for today.
Okay.
So,
Hide behind the Dougal.
That
Even I can't deflect rockets.
so we've walked into quite an obvious trap. And
Yep.
now we'll have to battle through a B2 super battle droid and see if we can save Raptor Squad.
Oh, I hope we can save Raptor squad.
Indeed. So thank you very much for joining us. I'm sorry, we are still sort of learning the game, but I hope we were clear enough that you could follow exactly what was going on. We're now going to have 2 weeks, and then in 2 weeks' time we'll do our next session, which will start off with a combat, surprisingly enough. And we'll see if we can use aggressive negotiations to fight our way out of it. So thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.